Want to speak real Turkish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at turkishclass101.com.
Remember the 5th of November. Have you seen that movie? Okay, I love that movie. Anyway, merhaba. How are you guys? Ben Seda and welcome to turkishclass101.com. Today you can guess what are we talking about. It's about November in Turkey. Okay, what is the word for November? Do you know it? Do you know it? Do you know it? Do you know it? Okay, I will get to it. We've been talking about months for a while, so you know the drill, and you have to guess the word. You have to remember the months. You can say them. Ocak, Şubat, Mart, blah blah blah. Okay. November is Kasım. Kasım. Okay? So, do you remember we talked about Ekim and the name change? Now we have a similar thing here as well. The name of November was Teşrini Sani. So we had Teşrini Evvel in October. It was the first Teşri. Now we have Teşrin Sani, meaning second Teşrin. This name Teşrin was coming from like Sumerian, Aramaic, like Arabic Hebrew word for the month Tishri. But after the Republic, the name Kasım was adopted in 1945. Okay. Since then, we use Kasım. I actually don't remember the other version because I was born after that. Anyway, according to one claim, it comes from the Arabic word Kasım. I don't know how to pronounce that, but which is used to mean to divide. And according to other claim that seems more correct, it was used among the people for a longer period of time, like not just 1 month, not just November Kasım, but it's a period of time. And it is said it marks the beginning of the period that starts in November and stops on May 6th. So they say the period was called Kasım. So older, people in rural areas are still sometimes say, it's not spring till May 6th. It is still Kasım. So it's still the period of Kasım. So you may confuse. Oh, we are in like April now. How come he or she says it's still Kasım? So it's a period. But not in the cities. Nobody knows about it. So anyhow, what is special about this month? So the first day of this month, 1 Kasım, is the Turkish letter alphabet revolution. Okay. Turks have used many different alphabets throughout their history, and the Ottoman Empire used the Arabic alphabet when writing the Turkish language. However, the Arabic alphabet is not very compatible with the Turkish sound system. Okay, we have a lot of sounds. So being able to write many different words with the same letter create difficulty in reading. Literacy rate was very low, and therefore, as a result of long discussions on November 1st, it was decided to switch to the Latin alphabet, which is closer to Turkish sound system. Since the literacy rate in Ottoman Empire and the early, Republic was very low, it was not difficult to switch the Latin letters with the education revolution of the new Republic, okay? So for a while, for example, newspapers and magazines were prepared in both alphabets to get the people used to it, and gradually only to the Latin alphabet was used. So for this reason, in our country, first week of November is celebrated as a Turkish Alphabet Revolution Week. Okay, what else about Kasım? Okay, the founder and first president of Republic of Turkey, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. passed away at the age of 57. Yeah, he was young. At 9:05 in Dolmabahce Palace. His body was sent to Ankara with a ceremony and was placed in his temporary tomb in the Ankara Ethnography Museum. So he was buried 15 years later in his final resting place in Anıtkabir, which was built for him in 1953. Anıtkabir is a huge memorial place in Ankara, our capital, and visited by millions every year. There are also official ceremonies held there, and every president visits and signs a special book there. And a couple of years ago, actually, Elon Musk also visited the place and tweeted about it. And anyway, every year on November 10th, various events are organized and held in memory of Ataturk, and the great leader is like commemorated with love, respect, and longing. You cannot believe the people, Turkish people, love for Ataturk. So you have to come and see. In addition, it's celebrated as Ataturk Week between 10th and 16th and every year, which includes the 10th of November, the passing day. And one important note for visitors, every year the siren goes off. A siren goes off at 9:05 everywhere in Turkey, and everybody stops doing whatever they are doing. Car stops on the road, doesn't matter where they are, and everyone just stops for a minute of silence, just stand up, and they can just push their horns and something like that, and then after a minute they continue their way. If you visit Turkey on November 10th, don't be afraid of the sirens going on in the morning. Like, it's the memorial of a passing of a great leader. It is not a war warning. You don't need to duck down, okay? Because I had friends that they got really scared during the 10th of November, so be prepared. Well, okay, what else? We have Teachers Day, 24 Kasım, 24th of November. 24 Kasım. Why 24 Kasım is the Teachers Day? Because November 24th, again, regarding with Ataturk, in 1928, the day Mustafa Kemal accepted the head teacher of the national schools is celebrated as a Teachers Day every year in Turkey. And around 1981, the 100th anniversary of Ataturk's birth, it was decided to celebrate Teachers Day across the country on the anniversary of his becoming the head teacher. You can see that we love Ataturk, right? Because it's not just because we want to honor, because we think that he honored the public by his acts. Because especially when it comes to education, let me put it this way. Because above all else, he gave the most importance to the education. He was a very passionate man about educating the public to secure a better future for the Turkish society. And even in the middle of the war, active independence war, Kurtuluş Savaşı, Mustafa Kemal and his friends supported the opening of an educational congress in Ankara 1921. And he said, from now on, the greatest efforts should be made in the field of education in order to treat the wounds caused by the great negligence in the administration for centuries. Can you imagine the war is going on? We don't even know we are going to be an independent country, but they are holding an educational congress. So that was Ataturk. So anyway, while the country was under occupation of the enemy, he showed educational goals to educators and those who govern the country. Anyway, what else about November? Do we have anything else special? We have K-12 schools They have a week off during November, and this has been like for the last 2-3 years. This is new, and it is generally second or the third week of November, but it's announced in the every year when the academic calendar is announced, so we don't know beforehand. And for the universities, there is no off week. Universities continues their education. They generally have their midterms at the end of November and beginning of December, and no holidays for them, unfortunately. And I keep saying this. Don't forget, if you're gonna visit, some years Ramadan and sacrifice holidays, these religious holidays can be in custom in every month, because for religious holidays different calendars follow and the days change every year. And check out the year's Islamic calendar for the month, because if you're gonna visit, it can be crowded because everybody would be, the locals would be doing vacationing, Anyway, that was all for the special days of Kasım. So we are left with the weather. I can't say I like the weather of Kasım. I like October, September, April, May, not Kasım that much. Anyway, Kasım is the month that is getting cooler and cooler, but it's no sea season anymore. Bummer. But it's not like ski season either. It starts raining but not snowing, or just the small part of the country, not cold enough for the snow. And let's look at the chart of our regions. We have regions, you learned them by now. Let's see the charts. Marmara region, the average temperature is 10.4. It was 12.8 in 2021. The lowest was minus 1.2 in Balıkesir, and the highest was 29.9 in Bandırma. Asian region. The long-term average temperature is 11.3. In 2021, it was 13.9. The lowest was minus 5.2 in Emirdağ, and the highest was 31.7 in Milas. Mediterranean region, the average temperature is 12.9, and it was 15.6 in 2001. The lowest was minus 6.2 in Göksu, and highest was 32.1 in Adana and Kozan. Central Anatolia region, the long-term temperature is like 5.6. It was 7.9 in 21. The lowest one minus 11, my God, in Kangal, and the highest was 23.8 in Akşehir and Çumra. Black Sea region, the long-term average is 8.4. It was 10.4 in 2021. The lowest was minus 5.9 in Kızılcahamam, and the highest was 30.6 in Bartın. Eastern Anatolia region, the long-term average is 4.1. In 2021, it was 6.6. The lowest was minus 9.1 in Sarız. The highest was 23 in 1.1 in Tunceli. And the final one, the southeastern Anatolia, the long-term average is 11.2. It was 13.7 in 2001, and the lowest was 0.8 in Batman. The highest was 30.3 in Cizre and Ceylanpınar. And as you can see, the average temperature is a little bit higher again this year. And that's it with the list. Okay, if you are gonna visit and you want detailed weather information, you should check the government site. I keep saying this, it's the meteorology.gov.tr. It's like MGM, not the movie company, but the Turkish meteorology, mgm.gov.tr. This was the weather. Normally, Kasım is not a holiday month, but as I told you, it can be a religious holiday, so locals can go on vacations. And for the last couple of years, because the Kasım is off week for the K to 12 students, parents may prefer to take their kids to vacations, like winter vacations, to ski, to see places. And so if you're gonna visit, check that out. So if you don't enjoy the crowd, you may prefer not to come here during those times. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this lesson and you learned a little bit about November in Turkey. And have you ever been in Turkey in November, especially during on the 10th of November? Have you heard the sirens and got scared? Tell me in the comments, okay? And if you have any questions or comments, just leave the comments. Do you push it, or like you just click on the like button? I don't know, click or push? No, you click. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you want more content like this, click the link in the description and sign up for free at turkishclass101.com. And you can subscribe and you can be notified with the new videos, Okay, I will see you next time, guys and girls. Bye. Görüşürüz. Hoşça kalın. Kendinize iyi bakın.
Want to
Bye.
speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.